Christians in particular, and I'm a Christian, and that's my background, so I can speak from that. Christians live in a constant state of cognitive dissonance. Another issue with this is going to be when you deal with the issue of heaven and hell. Because a lot of Christians claim to believe in a hell where people are tormented forever if they don't believe a particular thing about Jesus. Yet, they go about their everyday lives not telling anybody that they're even a Christian, let alone trying to get them saved. Well, that's the preacher's job. But you said you're a person of love. You're supposed to be a Christ follower. But you're okay with someone burning in hell? Like, shouldn't you give up everything and go save them? No, you want your big house and your fancy car. But they're going to burn in hell. Well, they deserve it because they don't believe in Jesus. Well, how do they believe in Jesus? Well, someone has to preach to them. So why aren't you preaching? You see how that just creates this cycle that does not actually work? If you really believe what you say you believe, your actions need to follow it. Then we get cognitive dissonance. Smoking. I know smoking is bad for me, but I do it anyway. I'm not a smoker. Listen, hi people, I don't smoke.
I don't know.
Just for those that don't know. And I'm not, there is something wrong with smoking. If you do it, I'm not judging you, but you're killing yourself. So, facts are facts. But yet we do it anyway. We are on a journey. We're developing. We are completely perfect. We're completely whole, but yet we still have room to grow and to expand. And so one thing that religion does well is it does start you off down here. The scripture talks about the law came for those as a school teacher, as a master, until the time came where they were adults to be free. And so religion does give you a formula for life, in a sense. You don't start a kindergartner off doing solve for X. You start them off by saying, learn your numbers. So it's the same thing with spirituality and religion. Let's do it. Okay. So your presupposition of sin is kind of the big stumbling block for a lot of people. Because this idea that there is a right and wrong is kind of like the issue. Like, God says this is wrong, so therefore it's wrong. But first of all, according to the Christian tradition, the first thing God said to mankind was, don't think of things as right and wrong. In the garden, there were two trees. One of the knowledge of good and evil, right and wrong, and the tree of life. You could even say the tree of religion and the tree of spirituality. Because religion is very much do it this way. Whereas religion is very much or spirituality is what brings you life. And so when we look at, well, this is a sin. What is a sin? Is sin not being perfect? Well, in that case, God is a sinner because he created man who is imperfect in the way we perceive perfection. So then God has to go to hell for being a sinner.
But then his son died to free us from that sin.
So then he killed his son to save us from sin, making him a murderer.
Right, yeah.
Which means he has to go to hell, unless he believes in his son, who saved him from himself. See how this is?
I'm walking away from this one. I'm afraid.
Yeah, it's tough. But the whole idea of I'm a sinner, I'm born a sinner, is something the Christian tradition teaches to keep people captive. It's a very imprisoning idea. I always need you to save me.